Hello and welcome to the Slip Sis YouTube channel. I'm Jay.
I'm Gabs.
And one day Gabs will get to do the intro. I'm just kidding. Never. And welcome to episode 54. Today is Sunday, February 9th. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, right? Yeah. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to all who celebrate, not us. And we have a lot coming for you. All the infos below. We're in California, northern and southern. And yeah. And we are locked in.
Locking in. We have a cumulative 10 finished objects between the two of us, and 5 whips, and a bajillion acquisitions.
Well, yeah, because I have the big box of company yarn.
Oh yeah, but it's only one thing. You're not going to hold up each.
I think I should open the package and open it and show each one.
Okay. No tangents, good woman.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I have hat, socks, and buddy.
I have hats, a sweater, a blanket, a jacket.
Let's go hats.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay. So I have made 2 hats, I think. Maybe. There might be a bonus one later. The pile is really big. The first hat that I made is this cute little buddy. Oh. This is the Northern Attitude hat by Perfectly Knotted. I did a test knit and quickly remembered why test knits are not my favorite thing to do. So I finished it. The yarn is Mad Tosh Jimmy Bean's Wool, like a collaborative, and it is the Taurus colorway because one of my teacher friends is having a baby, and the baby is slated to be a Taurus. They could end up as a Gemini. I guess they could also end up as an Aries, right? They're due mid-May, so I'd say it's like, and it's her first baby, so it's likely it could be later. So they could end up with the Gemini, but it's green, and that's like the colors of her nursery. So whatever, it's fine. I also made this hat, which is interesting, right? It's a unique shape. It's almost like a very big sock toe. It's a pattern. I didn't make it up. It's a Pearl Soho. It's called the box hat. See the box. And it is made from a mystery Italian yarn that my husband bought me when he was still my boyfriend. In like,
oh, those were the days.
2016, 2017. No. That's
no way.
2014.
Way earlier. Yeah.
2014. He found it in a discount yarn, like it was a yarn store, but he was like digging through a discount bin in Florence. And the yarn ball band only has numbers on it. So that's exciting. I have more of it, but I've committed to using it. This will probably be a donation. But it was a free pattern from Pearl Soho. I don't know if I love this shape of hat. It looks a little bit like cat ears when you put it on your head, too.
Put it on your head.
It doesn't look great on me because, hat head is not great. But see, it like...
Your head looks so small. You look like a child. Take it off your head. Take it off your head.
They're really not Gabs's thing. That's why you'll rarely see me model a hat. I like making them, and like everyone else I know has really beautiful hat heads. I don't. I don't. I put it on Daniel. It looks fine. Like I put it on Daniel and Lottie and it looks cute, but like so I can't judge if a hat is cute or not on my head because my head is weird. That's all.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down so I can remember what our tagline is for our video, because I couldn't think of anything hilarious last week, so I had to like watch a little bit of it. Okay, I also made a hat because we are in
oh, I have another hat. Sorry.
Good, go get it. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Still Gabs. Back to Gabs.
It's this, isn't it the same hat?
No. Well, yeah.
Okay, you talk, and I just hold mine. Ooh, blowing out.
It's the same. What kind? Not really. You should go first.
Oh, okay.
But what I was gonna actually no, I'm gonna say what I was gonna say, and then you go. In our true fashion, we are about 2 years behind every single trend. So now we are deeply in our Musselburgh era. Gabrielle.
I had this good idea that we should make family muscle burras out of Christmas themed yarn from Destination Yarn. There are nine hats we have to make. So far we've made two.
Aren't you
Um,
glad I'm single AF? Then we would have had to do 10.
yeah, that would actually be okay though. It would be like if you had like a whole squad because I brought three people to the table. Like,
Right. We should have done this when he was only the boyfriend.
yeah, when he was buying me that Italian yarn from Florence. So this is the one that I was in charge of. This is Destination Yarns Under the Christmas Tree. I think it's supposed to be like Christmas lights. And it flashed epically. And I did helical knitting, and I was so annoyed about it because I tried so hard to prevent the flashing, and it didn't really change anything. I actually just eventually stopped and moved forward with it. So Shaylee didn't do helical knitting. I'm not doing that anymore because
It was
I don't know.
hellish.
Yeah, it sucks. It totally sucks. It makes it not fun to knit, and the darn thing flashed anyway.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, this one isn't for the one I'm working on physically. But the one I finished is not for the family. This was just a great project I took on my trip because I was in Eugene last weekend visiting my friends. And my David, who was one of my friends, actually loved the hat, but we decided it was too close to his skin color, or like it was
Oh.
making weird colors. So I'm gonna make him want a different one. But I made a DK muscle bra, and I don't know if it's just me, but like it's not, I even blocked it and it's not long enough to like brim it. So I have it as kind of like a regular beanie, but I think it can be cute. It's like one that just like sits on top of your head.
Mhm. How come
And
your
mine.
muscle burras end up so much shorter than mine?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
like,
I couldn't tell you. Because like
like
I
I didn't?
had some left over, but it wasn't like a lot. I had like 4 or 5 grams. So I guess I could have done like 2 more rows, but like that's not like that would have made a huge difference. But DK, so I for my DK, I do it on US fours. So I did that. And then this is a past yarnable colorway called Sinful Delight, like cinnamon, but sins. So finish this one, and I will probably put it, here's my plan. I'm gonna put it in a pile called It's Not for Anyone. And at a certain date, if I haven't gifted to someone, then it becomes donation. That's it. That's my only hat.
Four hats. Four hats we came up with this in a 2 week period, but I mean this was a baby hat.
It counts.
All right, what else you got?
I have 2 socks and a buddy.
I have two garments and a blanket.
I'll go first because I feel like yours are going to take longer. Okay, so I finished, I think I was working on these last week and was like nearly done. These are oh, wow, that blew out. I don't know how to make it better. I'll hold it close to me. These are what I was calling my vanilla ice sock because I thought like this looked like vanilla ice cream. Um, this was the last sock swap that we had done with each other and we'll never do again. And so I finished these. These are for our Vubby. I did 7 rounds for the stripes up here and 4 rounds for the stripes down here. And I have another pair of socks, which were just another, we love a good palette cleanser. And I'm trying to commit to finishing or using my Yarnable in the month or in the time, like the month that I receive it. So I made these socks, which I think are super fun. This was January's colorway, which was intergalactic. And I think these are really cute. So I've decided I'm going to keep them for me.
They are cute. I like them.
And these are my like normal DK vanillas. Okay. And then my buddy. That's it. Right. And then I also made a gift to contribute to the larger gift to Gabs's pregnant colleague. And because I thought this would be awesome to actually try making this whole pattern in the actual weight it was supposed to be. I actually posted a little mini vlog of me making this, so I won't do too many details, so you can check out that vlog. But here is my Richie the Rhino. I renamed
So
him.
tiny.
He's a little guy, right? So I use fingering weight yarn for this. The main color is Beach Bum from Molly Klein Design. My favorite part is the tail. It's always the
That's
tail.
cute.
I think it's so cute. I used a tiny hook. It's green. I can't remember what size it was. It's on the Ravelry. And the pattern is by Heidi Bears. We've done these so often. You can kind of see the buddies. Well, my rhino right there has all my stuff piled on top of him. But I finished this little guy. This one will go home with our parents to be put into the gift with all the other stuff Gabs has made for the babes. And yeah, I'm pleased with the little guy.
He's funny. I like it.
Ta-da! Okay, over to you.
All right. So I also have a set that I made for the baby. So it's a hat and a little sweater set. Lattice, which came out cute. And this is how much I like my colleague. I purled. I knit this thing flat. That's how much I like her, is I knit it flat.
Damn.
Because I didn't think I was going to have enough yarn to follow our steekling pattern, because our steekling pattern has full front panels. And this, so I use the newborn vertebrae pattern. It's a free pattern. Newborn vertebrae is free, and then you can do baby vertebrae and mama vertebrae, which are paid for patterns. But this is obviously much larger than a newborn size. So all I did was use the heavier weight of yarn.
Ah.
So you could size up. But to be fair, I also have baby clothes still from my girls that I could compare it to and make sure I was on track. So that is also a thing. But of course, I ran out of yarn. So then I was like, oh, I'll just pop in this nice steel gray. It's called a Tommy Gun from Forbidden Fiber Company. But then I kept knitting and I was like, oh no, I've run out of yarn again. So I popped in this like seismic yarn. It's called like Daily City Birthday Party, I think.
Mm.
Um, and it's got, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's got some nice little speckles in it for the button band. So somehow, um, what's it called? This tiny newborn sweater I lost at Yarn Chicken twice,
Yikes.
which is my own fault because I wanted to make a matching situation and I didn't know because the newborn vertebrae pattern is fingering weight yarn, so I didn't know how much yarn I would need for the larger size.
Mm.
But it was fine. Only stressful at like 10 o'clock at night when I'm like a raccoon through my yarn stuff looking for something that would look okay. And then Chaylee was with her friend, so I couldn't be like, Chay. Because I try not to bug her when she's with her
This
friend.
last week?
Yeah. And I was like,
Oh.
then my husband's like, oh, that looks nice. Do you have more of the green? No, Daniel. If I had more of the green, we would have a problem. So that happened.
You know what would be good? If you had more of the green.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That would be helpful. So I lost at Yarn Chicken. I also lost at Yarn Chicken for this pattern, which it's my Stars Align blanket that I turned into a jacket, which
But
actually
somehow had extra?
extra what?
Because how did you make the blanket?
Oh, let me explain what happened. So here, let me show you. I made the Stars Align blanket because I really liked quilt coats are having a moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that look, but I really don't want to make a quilt. Um, so I liked this bit, the star bit. So I started this and I was like, I'm gonna make a blanket. It's gonna be fine. And then I didn't have enough of this main color to make all the stars I needed. Because it's like star and then scrappy square and then star and then scrappy square. And I didn't have enough. And it was going to be so tiny. It was going to cover your ankles or something. So then I was like, I shall make myself a coat. And then I designed the coat and I was like, great. But then when I put it all together, I realized that I'm 5'1" and the coat reached the floor. So I had to pull off the last panel of the coat. And then that's how I ended up with too many of this scrappy like square. So I can't really hold it up for you to see it, but I do have pictures that I'm going to put up on my phone because my sister never inserts pictures. Um, so I did scrappy squares and then star squares. There is no pattern-ish. Like there's a pattern for making the scrappy squares, which are Battenberg squares or solid grannies. And there's a pattern for making the stars, but there's no pattern for assembly because I made it up as I went. But it ended up really cute. It's really warm. I really like it. Let me see. I took photos yesterday. I took a million photos. And ta-da!
Ooh.
So it came out really cute. I will post them on Instagram and on Ravelry. But I started this December 1st and finished it just now. So it took about 2 months, but I didn't work on it I worked on it on and off.
I feel
And
like you didn't actually really work on it in December.
no, not really. I stopped and started on it a lot. Um, it was pretty fun. It used a lot of yarn. It used like probably 8 skeins of
Mm.
yarn. So it really stash busted because I used 4 skeins of my main color, and then all the scraps were just different blue tone scraps. But because I had lopped off the bottom because I was too short for it, I ended up with all these extra Battenberg squares. And I was like, I am not going to save these squares. Like this is not something I'm going to do. So then I thought about putting a hood on the jacket,
Ooh.
but the way I had constructed it, what it was going to
Oh.
mean I was going to have to tear it out, and I'd torn stuff out like 4 times already, so I was not happy about it. So I didn't put a hood. Plus, I was never going to wear a hood. And then the hood was going to hang down over and cover the stars, right? Because I've got a star placed like center back. And I was like, well, I don't want the star. Like, that was the point of this, right? Was to have the stars. So I had, let's see, I had about 48 squares and I needed 64 to make a decent sized blanket. So then I made more squares to make this baby blanket, which I may give to my friend, but I also might just keep as like a in the gift pile because
Right.
it's pretty neutral. Um, and I used these were all different kinds of yarns that we had. I used this Anne of Green Gables yarn as like my joining border. I was gonna do a scalloped edge, but then I thought that it made it less neutral.
Mm.
So I didn't do that. So there we are. Here we are with how I finished all these things. It was a lot of sewing. It was a lot of hand sewing. I'd say I did more sewing than crocheting.
Because you just sew those suckers together.
Yes. And I don't understand, but not everybody's fingering weight yarn is the same weight or like the same thickness. And it was mad annoying because I was holding it double, but then some people's was so thick
Right.
and I was annoyed. So I find that makes it really hard to do like scrappy stuff if one person's fingering is not the same as another person's
Or
fingering.
like really like complicated. Or not like, like enhanced scrappy.
Yes, and I didn't block it, and I have no intention of blocking it because I don't do that kind of stuff. I might block the blanket, but I'm not blocking like I don't.
She don't want to do that.
No, I don't swatch. I don't block. But I'm also pretty good at sizing things. Like I'm not confused why things don't fit.
That was part of the process.
Yeah, I'm all right if I have to adjust it because I want to do this other thing. So, those are our FOs.
Okay. I have hat, sock, blankie,
My whips are the same as yours.
except sock.
Yep. How about you do sock first?
I'll do sock first. Okay, so this is in a bag that I don't know if it's on longer in the shop.
Nope. So, oh, maybe.
Maybe in the shop. Check it out if you like it. It's Disney Breakfast. And Gabs will talk about this more, but this is my project that I started as number 1 for Felichi February. And so it's my first pair. I'm going to make some shorties to donate because I have actually used part of this skein already when I was making I was testing Gabs's coasting along socks. I didn't use very much for those, so I was like, it'll be fine. So this is the Felici that I'm using. It's called Bookshop. I think it was 2 or 3 collections ago. And I haven't gotten too far on it. I'm using still knit picks for the contrast. So I have Stroll for the cuff, and then I have 20 rounds that I'll do for like the little shorty leg, and then I'll do a foot. So I should be totally fine on this, but one of my habits that I have for February is doing a stripe a day. So I realized that this is only 3 stripes, but that's okay. There's something else that cooked that I used stripes for that will remain in my head. And Gabs will know what I'm talking about. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah, I got you.
She got it.
I got you.
She got it. So stripe a day, it's going pretty good. That's all I got. But what's Felici February, Gabs?
Felichi February is the brainchild of my sister, who decided, I don't know, that I think she had hella Felici yarn and was hoarding it like a dragon, so needed to probably use it instead of hoarding. And she's like, I'm gonna do Felici February. I'm like, cool. February is nuts for me. I opened the musical in like 20 days. No, that's a lie. 18 days. So I don't really commit to doing anything in February. But then a couple other people on Instagram were like, I'm doing Felici February too. And I'm like, oh, this is a thing. So I put together a little Instagram post. It's super informal. Use your Felici yarn. That's basically it. You can make whatever you want.
Or
Um,
Felicini.
or Felicini, right? Because that was like a blip for like a year. And then everyone was mad. So they stopped doing that. Um, Whips are allowed. It just has to be kind of like under 50% done. So like if you finished one sock, but you need to make its mate or something like that. None of that ridiculous, like, oh, I just have the ends to weave in. That's not a thing. Um, we have some prizes, patterns from our shop, probably bags from our Etsy shop, and then maybe some yarn. It's really easy. Just use the hashtag, but try and tag us on Instagram because hashtags are not popping up. Um, Bigger content creators talk about like hashtags in the algorithm. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with it, but basically if I like, I'll click on the hashtag and then sometimes it's like, there's no post. And then sometimes I see all the posts. So please tag us because I'm bookmarking it and saving it in a collection for us so I can pick prizes. So please do that. And I'm commenting on all of the ones that I've bookmarked. So if you've posted, but I haven't commented on it, it means I haven't seen it.
You can just send us your post.
Yeah, we're not going to be mad about that. We love giveaways. I'm really not going to be mad if you like spam them all at me. That's way better than me missing you and then you being sad. So join us for Felici. I only have 2 skeins of Felici yarn.
It doesn't have to be socks. Like you
No.
can make a hat if you or a cowl or something. Or
Or
mitts.
no.
Yeah, just use the yarn.
It also doesn't have to be all Felici yarn. It has to be
Okay.
mostly Felici yarn. Like if you do heels, toes, and cuffs, different, or the brim on a muscle burra, different. But like mostly Felici yarn. Use your common sense.
Woo! Felici February.
Yes. Hat or magic knot ball?
Let's go hat because that's what's in my hands.
Mine too.
So
All right.
we are cooking along on the same hat right now because Gabs really cooked on her first family muscle burra. And so now we are doing our next one. This is what I think is called the interloper hat. Because these are the ones for her husband and our dad. Because it's our Uncle Anthony who got us this yarn, and that's our mom's brother. So like if you're thinking Rosario line, then Dad and Daniel are the interlopers. So these are the interloper hats. Hold up yours. And this one is called Holiday River Parade. It's a different base from the other ones that we're making. The other ones are a silk base, and this is kind of like the standard 75-25, which Gabs prefers. She's not a huge silk girl. So it's going. I feel like this one's taking me forever because there's just like so much more of the yarn. So I feel like I've been doing this for 50 years. It kind of reminds me of the Joker from Batman. But my goal is to kind of just only work on this today because I do have a free day, and then hopefully I'll be done. But when it's fingering weight, I use US 2s to do a fingering weight muscle burra. Gabs uses like US minus 5,000 for
And
hers.
zeros, and I'm using zeros. It's probably still bigger than my sister's. I probably
Yeah.
have less stitches on it in the quadrants.
We're making adult mediums, I think. And I think I have like 20 something in the quadrant. I don't remember.
I have 26.
I have more than that, I think.
Yeah. But like my hat is like it's not like a small hat. I have which is also why the striping looks different, right? They're also different skeins. Um, I even themed it with my progress keeper. It's a Christmas tree.
Oh, I did it for dad, so mine's a musubi.
Nice. Um, I don't have a beginning of a round. I have less markers than Shaylee does because I'm doing it on Magic Loop. Um, I like this one way better. I was really mad about the other one, and I was like, I am not going to be able to do this. And I was like, I was like, how am I going to crank this on my circular saw knitting machine? Like, what if I crank it and then steek it and then sew it together? Because I was not about it. But it's fine. This is better. But then the other two that I have to make are the silk base
And
again.
it's the same color, which is funny.
I know because our grandma, who we call Vavi, Mom, and Anthony all have the same color, and I have two of them.
But what's important to take away from this is that it was Gabs's idea for us to do this.
I know.
I'm just saying. And we both had to take on yarn for this because we didn't even have enough to make for the family. And so we had to take this skein from dad.
We were one skein short because I had
No, we were two because that's dad. This dad's.
no, because I had another under the Christmas tree. So if I had had another one, then we would have been fine.
For the interlopers, but we needed an interloper colorway.
Yeah. So Chaylee has the yarn for mine and hers, which is called something in London.
Christmas in London.
She's Christmas in London. Then we have for my daughters, I think it's
Aluminum?
aluminum Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Their color is cute, but I'm also worried I'm going to get bored with because it's kind of
It's a cream. I think we showed it on like the first podcast of the year.
yeah. So
Yeah.
there's that. Magic knot ball blanket.
Yes. You go first because I got to go first on the muscle bra.
Okay, so Chaylee and I are doing our yearly magic knot ball blankets. She's much farther ahead than I am because I just started like 2 days ago. I started Friday night. So I'm very in the beginning and I've already mucked it up, but I don't care. I really struggle with the starting and
I
like
mucked it up too, big time. I mucked it up on like when you turned around, I mucked it up on literal cluster number 2. I mucked it up, but I was not going back.
that's my like least favorite part of crocheting is that there's no way to fix it. That with knitting, I could if I need to add stitches or I've forgotten, I can like drop down and repair it. Or even on the cast on edge, like I can fix it. I can pick up more stitches on a cast on edge. But in crochet, I'm like, I'm not going back. That was 200 stitches. No, no, sir. So this is my pink blanket because I'm in a pit of pale pink. Remember when my sister made herself that pink duster thingamajiggy? Yeah, now I'm making myself this pink chunk. I've now gotten gray, but it's not really gray. It's gray and pink. So,
Oh, grink.
so you can see the ball. You can't even like if you try and like look through the cracks there's no not pink.
Oh no, because you think that's gonna be purple, but I use that for the coat too. So
Yeah, no,
there
I
is more
can't.
pink after that for sure.
I'm convinced she's given me at least 100 to 150 grams of just pink. And of course, my daughters are like, "Who's that for?" I'm like, "One of the two of yous." But I mucked it up 3 times already in the starting room. I'm fine now that it's got like I've done it. Fine. But I'm not going back because Shaylee and I agreed we're keeping these blankets anyway. So like we have it's kind of like our temperature blanket, right? Like you
Mhm.
see what we've made all year except
I
for
don't know what the hell you were making with where I'm at now.
I'll see if I can think it. Um, because I ain't never doing a temperature blanket. That's not a thing that's gonna ever happen.
I think I could do like a what was my mood?
I can't do that. I'll have the same mood.
Yeah, red for mad.
No, it's not mad. It's annoyed.
Oh, it'll be lots of good. More pinks and reds.
Yeah, it's like it's this face. It's that face every day, especially because I like you'd have to do it after reflecting on the day. And I'm like, well, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. No.
Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
So I have a goal, because I want to finish it this month, is I am doing 100 grams a week. So I should only have a little less than 200 grams left on to do on the blankie. So I also did good influencer stuff and have still moved my marker so we can see the progress now that I'm tangled, from the last time we podcasted. Bananas. Dropped my bag. Hold on, give her a second. Which side is the marker on? Okay, so
With all that brown.
there's a lot of yellow too. Okay, so this is the marker, which you can't see because unfortunately the marker is also brown. And Gabs gave me a lot of brown. Okay, hold on. I'll just pull this out so I don't have to hold this. Okay, so here's my blankie,
I
which is
like it. I
so
like it.
interesting.
I have no idea what I was making.
I don't know either. Look at this huge yellow and then green patch. Okay, but here's where I'm at. I'm on this like minty bit up here, right? And this is what the ball looks like. Hold on. Like, what the heck was this?
That mint?
There's like a mint and then like a light orange, and then later on there's like a pink and a yellow. It looks like an Easter egg. What the hell were you making? Good.
I have no idea.
Super helpful, Gabrielle. Thank you. So, yeah, there she is.
Was last year's blanket the one where you ended up having to like patch it?
Yeah, I don't know if I was like drunk or something. Like I went and just decided to turn in the middle of the blanket. So for like 8 rows, it was just like a chunk that didn't have any. So I had to like cut it and fill it in. It was insane. I don't know what I was doing. That was so silly.
Yeah, and she still uses it. The blanket's fine.
No one can tell.
That was hilarious.
I was like, oh my God. It took me, I don't think I noticed until I went and like I flung it. And I was like, wait, why is it floppy over here?
Oops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
So this is actually rare that we're basically making the same things.
Yeah, because somebody's dropping the ball on their Felichi February right now. We could be making the same thing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start it. I'm on it.
Good, good. Our own make along.
No, but see, you were supposed this was just a Chaley challenge.
Yeah. And then you gave in to the peer pressure. I was fine with just everyone not being organized.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay. Well, here we are. Okay. Acquisitions. I think we should do Gabs and then Che.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot.
Do
It's this
just
whole
art
section.
art two for Chaley, and like that's just a whole separate video.
I don't need that kind of attitude from you when I have to store your 10 skeins.
Okay, I have acquisitions. First, I have the Granite State yarn Christmas monthly box, and this is February's, which is so cute.
Oh, I love it.
It's called A Very Pink Christmas. I get the DK weight. I was supposed to be knitting on this, but I haven't done the January color yet because I'm behind. But I'm on it. I'm on it. It's fine. And I also got some Desert Vista Dye Works yarn from one of our subscribers, which is
Woo!
amazing. Thank you so much. And I love the colors. This is Bridgerton, which is so cute. I love the
Oh, I
like
like that.
lavenders. I'm very excited for this one. I think this might be my March color because it's kind of like almost springtime-ish.
Hmm.
And then these are both Winnie the Pooh themed colors. So this is Zomtigger, I think.
I
And
like
it's
that one too. Looks
I
like dad.
know, right? And then this is Winnie the Zombody Pooh, which I also have two. So then I'm going to be able to make like this whole set and do
Cute.
that. So it's super cute. And thank you so much. Now I have enough yarn to at least make it to the summertime. But see, I was thinking to myself on my run that I was like, well, you get a colorway in June. So if they ship in June, then I have a colorway for July. So then I should be okay. I don't know. I also
Never mind.
asked for Valentine's Day from my husband a skein of yarn from Forbidden Fiber Company's Empyrean collection, which is based on the book Fourth Wing. So I know I'm getting some yarn, and then I might just ask for Desert Vista Dye Works for my birthday, which is in April. So I have to ask now because the dye turnaround time is like
6 weeks.
60. But I know she's got some health problems, so it may be longer,
Yeah.
which is fine. Do what you gotta do.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, girl, get comfy.
Did I show the skeins, the Southern Saint skeins box ones?
No, you only showed me.
Oh, okay, I'll get those then. Oh, they came right after.
Yeah, we did the Google video, and that's when you discovered you loved my phone case.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Chaley and I get the Southern Skeins
Forgot we got that, to be honest.
sock box, yarn box. And I'm just gonna show you the yarn because I've already split up all the other stuff because I thought we'd done it in a video, but I just video chat my sister. Sorry. Whoops. So if you want to see what's in the box though, Jen Likes Yarn does a unboxing video. So you can check out her YouTube channel. It's called Coziness. So it's pinks and it comes with this hot pink mini. And then we bought it on Black Friday, so we get this additional mini skein to go with it. And something happened this month where Chaley and I got two full sock sets. I've emailed her and we've worked it out since then. So now I have a full skein plus two minis, and Chaley has a full skein plus two minis. So they're beautiful. And she said we could keep the other one. I don't know. I think it was like a system delay or like some kind of system glitch. Because we only ordered one to share, and we're both like, what? Which is so,
It's
I don't
super
know.
nice.
Yes, and so sweet of her to let us keep it. But I was like, what? How does this happen?
Now we both have extra stash that we were not accounting for.
I was like, how does this happen to me? And I like I was like, oh my God, did I buy two? I was like, no way. I would have noticed because paying for a full year, I paid for the full subscription and it's a substantial amount of money. I'm like, I would have noticed. Like, it's not like I accidentally just added another skein. Like, I think it was like $480. So I'm like, I would have noticed if my credit card got hit for almost $1,000.
Right.
So I don't know.
Shall we start with the yarn?
How many did you accumulate? Wait. Let me guess. Let me guess. I'm
This,
gonna include minis in this, okay?
wait. Are you okay? I think it depends on how you do this. Are you including our order
Yes, everything, every skein that you currently have in your possession.
that is unused, hasn't been shown?
Correct.
Okay, let me count.
Okay, put your comment down below right now if you want to guess how many Shaylee's got. I'm giving think time because I'm a teacher, so think.
Okay, so here's some context. It's the beginning of the month, so you got to count subscription.
I think you got 34. That's Gabs's guess.
34? Okay, relax.
Is that too much?
I think you've forgotten what I've shown and what I haven't shown. Do you want to try again? There are no minis.
Oh, I have no idea that. I'm so confused.
You're thinking of the ruby and roses that I got.
And the always be kind.
I showed that last time.
Oh, dang it. Okay, 20.
Huh?
26.
Very close, 24.
Okay.
Okay, so the big one that doesn't count for either of us because it is called company yarn. So not Shaylee's, not Gabs's, Slip Sis's yarn.
Yes.
Is we got a value pack of Stroll Glimmer, which is the yarn that we are using for like our blankets. Gabs is using this for another blanket. I think I'm going to use it to make another blanket. So it was on sale, I think for 20, it was like 180 or something. So it was like $1 cheaper than just buying the skeins as they are. So I bought it and, got free shipping because I have 20 skeins of this. So yeah, I'm going to hold it for now. I'm going to be the storage keeper of this for, again, the company. So I got all of that. That's from Knit Picks. We love Stroll Glimmer. Sorry, I'm kind of banging around as I like reorganize it. Oh, oops. Hold on. Gabs will talk about something.
So we decided to buy the Stroll Glimmer because we figured inflation was only going to get worse. And we are fortunate enough to be able to afford to buy that much in one go. So we decided, because it's basically it's 2 years of blankets for us, because we seem to use about 10 skeins when we both make magic knot balls. So then we theoretically don't have to buy it for 2 years. And the way inflation's been going, everything.
I think I'm going to use it for a different blanket though.
So it at least helps us out with that. And we are now Knit Picks ambassadors, which is also exciting. Which it was convenient that Felichi February lined up with that. We didn't do Felichi February because we are Knit Picks ambassadors. We decided Felichi February, and I was like, hey, we got accepted to be these ambassadors. Let's, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Okay, so then last weekend I was in Eugene, like I said, visiting my friends, and we went to their local yarn store called Cozies. Super cute, one walkable from their house, which was awesome. I think they had a little class going on. My friend has gotten into sock knitting as well, so she wanted to get something. We had a little scuffle where she had bought a skein a while ago, tried to ball it up herself, but didn't realize you have to put the skein on something. And so it
cold. Yeah.
And I was like, she was like, it's fine. Because she'd already cut it. She got so frustrated with it. She'd already cut it and she had 50 grams left. That was just, and I was like, we're going to do this together because you're never going to do this by yourself. So I'm going to sit here and do this with you. And so we were in it, and she has cats. But I'm sorry, I think I have almost an immunity because I had my nose spray, my eye drops, and my pill, and I was fine. But the cat hair was getting picked up into it. So it's a whole thing. And then the cats were trying to get at it. And then David was trying to make pasta. It was a whole thing. But we got it and it's fine. In summation, we went to her local yarn store and I couldn't not get something from the local yarn store, especially because they had so many local dyers represented there. So I got a skein of DK and the dyer is called Boss Kitty.
I like it.
Isn't this fun? And the color is called Buttons and Bravery. And it's kind of got this fun green. So I decided I'm going to make David a Musselburgh out of it because David goes to U of O. He's in the PhD program there. And I think the green is nice and would be good for them going to the games and stuff. So this has been acquired. And I don't know where to put things now. Please hold. And then also, I am obsessed with Christina and Tad, or Red Bank Mike, of Chelsea Lux Yarns. I watched their entire Vlogmas finally. Now I've gone back to watching their different like vlog pod episodes. I aspire to be them. I'm absolutely influenced by everything they do. I'm considering starting to drink coffee just because they love coffee so much. Like it's too much. Like I just want to be them. When I looked up how much houses are in Red Bank, New Jersey, like I was in a Zillow rabbit hole. And so I bought some of her yarn because it was on sale. And I have recently done another purchase of her yarn because it was also on sale. Plus, I wanted a candle that Red Bank Mike made. So this is my first skein of Chelsea Lux hand-dyed yarn, and it's her cozy base. Here, I can take it out. I just didn't because I thought this was a nice bag. Plus, they always do this funny stuff because it's fun to like watch her. They pack orders sometimes on the episodes. So I enjoy doing that where everybody gets the little guys in their orders. And so it's a cozy DK. It's essentially boucle, but I decided I'm going to make a muscle burr out of it. So it'll be like a super fuzzy muscle burr. And I think it'll be really fun because I think the cream will be nice, but it's also not super boring, you know?
Yeah.
And the color is called Ignite. I don't think she has it anymore because this was like the sale. And so I got it like half price, which was awesome. And the other one I've also bought is also a boucle that I got at half price. So, but it's a nice purple, so that might be a fuzzy hat for my girl right there. Ayo. So I bought this and I'm so excited, but I don't want to start it yet because I need to do a DK hat to bring with me to Six Flags next week, but I don't think I should bring boucle to Six Flags. So I'm going to do a different one. I might do David's hat, or I'll let y'all decide because I have another skein of DK over here. But let me put this back over here. Okay. And then I live in LA. And as many know, we had a really hard start to the year with the fires, and lots of folks were doing different kinds of fundraisers and stuff for helping Los Angeles and the community and the folks who've lost their homes and such. And so Gabs and I purchased a skein of Lolo Did It, which is called the Helping LA. And so and by Gabs and I purchase, I mean Shaylee purchased, that this doesn't count towards Gabs's purchases, but she still gets to have it. And this was the Lolo Did It Helping LA color, which kind of feels very Valentine's-y as well. So the timing is nice on this one. It's the original base, which is an 8515. And it's really nice. It came really fast too. It was a pre-order, and I think I ordered it early January when everything was happening, and I got it last week. So really pretty. And I'm happy with this one. Kind of forgot we had ordered it until it showed up in my mailbox.
Me too.
Yeah. So we got that one too. And then I got my Yarnable. This is my last month of getting the extras. So for March, I will have the no frills option. And it's actually kind of cute extras for this month. It's also like everyone's kind of in this like cream vibe because this one looks, I feel like this one looks like your Granite State from also your Pinky Christmas. And then this is the Yarnable.
I feel like
yeah, we're in like a romantic dusty rose era. So this yarn is called Cupid's Bow. I'm sorry, it's blowing up bag time. I'll hold it near my chest. It's the February Yarnable. And the goodies are coasters, right? Yeah, coasters. This tea thing, except now I don't know where I put the tea. Pretty sure it came with tea. Don't know where.
what?
Whoops! It's somewhere in the house. And then this bag thing. I'll take it out of the box. That feels like that would be helpful. Or take it out of the bag. It's like a, it kind of like a silicone kind of little pouchy thing. I would imagine it would be really good to put a charger in.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Kind of feels like an AirPod case, but not obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, this little buddy. So again, like there's nothing wrong with the extras. I don't need it. And I end up giving half of it to my sister anyways, except for the tea that I seem to have misplaced. And so I really just want the yarn because I love her yarn. She is my favorite, I would say, probably at least top 3 of my favorites.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to just switch over to the no frills. So that's my yarnable that came in. But don't worry, there's more. And so that's all the yarn that I've gotten, but I've gotten other stuff because I also placed an order a really long time ago back in December. When Simply Servings was having a sale. And so I finally got those charms, which is really exciting. Came in this cute little box. Hopefully you can see this one. Okay, so I got like a peppermint bark,
Excellent.
super cute. And then I got a lemon raspberry scone. What?
It's just super glary. Had to close my bad eye.
Okay. And then I also got this. This is bigger than I thought it'd be. It's like a little glass container with little like sparklet things in there.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. And then this one's my favorite. It's a snail, but ice cream.
Ooh, that's cool.
And so I got all those things. So they came in these cute little bags. So I will put those away in a second. And now I went shopping for fabric a while ago, but then I went to visit my friends and they had Joann's near them. So I went to see my friend Nick, who lives in Thousand Oaks, California, and they have a great fabric selection at their Joann. So I went to look at their fabric, and then also went to see Inger, who was in Eugene, who also has a Joann. And she is also a sewer, and so she wanted to go anyways. I was like, say less, I'll go with you. And so I picked up from some fabrics from there. So these I'm going to show them all, and then Gabs will talk about the shop. So I don't remember exactly where I've gotten them from, but it doesn't really matter. So I got this boba one. How cute is that?
That's cute.
Come on, I haven't seen a boba one, Gabs.
No.
So we got boba. I love boba. Where am I going to put these? Okay. And then I also got this fun one. What I liked about this one, so we've done ramen before, but what I really liked was the flowers. So it makes it kind of like a Hawaii theme, you know?
Oh, like with the hibiscus.
Yeah. So I decided we needed that one as well. So I bought it. Oh, and then this one was fun. This one was like almost the end of the bolt. So I got extra of it for like 80% off. And look how, okay, we've always been kind of a farm animal theme, but like, I'm sorry, pigs in tutus?
That's cute too.
Come on. How cute is that? And there's Hella. So they're going to be cooking away. Oh, and then she's gonna be mad at me because it's flannel, but it was a remnant, so I decided it was fine. So these are Christmas dinosaurs, and I think they're so funny. Okay, and then I also wanted this one. This is the Moana. It's kind of like a more of a Moana 2 because it's got the other guys on there. And these are like newer character, like they were more prominent in Moana 2. So I got this one because I wanted something out of it. And then Nick picked this one, I think, because he liked all the different food options. So kind of like a cookout burger barbecue theme, like a diner situation. And then we love sushi. So then I got this one. Oops.
Daniel almost got that one at our Joann, but I was like, Chaley's going to Joann tomorrow. She's gonna buy this one.
Yes.
I'm
Save
gonna have
yourself some
double.
money. Chaley will buy it. And then I wanted this Valentine's one, which I realize I will not get for Valentine's, but that's okay. I'll save it for next year. I thought this was so cute with the truck as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I love this one. And then we're never not chicken girls. Nick picked this one because he thought it was so fun. Look at that.
Oh, that's
It's
intense.
kind of like a vintage farmhousey kind of vibe.
Ah,
and I love it. So those are all the fabrics that I've picked up that I will send home with my dad in 2 weeks, the intern, for him to get cooking on. But Gabs, anything we can look for in the shop?
Oh my gosh, so much because our intern has been cooking and I don't like I don't really give dad deadlines on whatever. He just has a fabric and I'm like, make it whatever you want. Well, it's been raining in the bay and dad likes to go bike riding at least like 3 times a week, if not
Yeah.
four. But he hasn't been able to go bike riding because of the rain. And no, I had to get shot. No, it's the dog. She had to get her vaccines, so he had to like stay home and like check on her and stuff. So he's been home. So he's been a machine sewing. And my sewing machine is fixed. Last time we talked on the podcast, my sewing machine was broken. I was gonna take it to the sewing machine repair place, but then I told my dad about it. He's like, I could fix it. And he took my sewing machine home. 4 hours later, he texts me. He's like, it's fixed. Also, I've cleaned it. And he gave me all the lint in a plastic baggie instead of throwing it away in case I wanted it back. So my sewing machine is fixed. So we're kind of like, I could have sewn before, but now like it's my preferred method of sewing. I also have 25 sewing machines in my classroom, so it's not like the shop ever really stopped. But if you were holding off because you thought my sewing machine I wasn't sewing, we still have plenty. But let me show you what the intern has made. It's a lot. It's a lot. So check out the shop because yeah.
Oh, my cheese one.
So these are the ones that are headed to my sister.
Oh,
This
sorry.
one is
Sorry,
so
guys.
cute. I have some more.
Give us
Uh,
some of the quotes, Gabs.
it says, "You fetta believe," or "Swiss you were here," or "Don't be blue." Um, "Life is Gouda." Seize
Yes.
the day. So you need to cheese the moment and get this cheese bag because I posted it on Etsy yesterday because I always try and post before we podcast. And someone already bought one. And there's one large, one small, and one cozy, and that's it. So there's that. We've got a couple like theme parked ones. We've got, I don't know what Shaylee's doing, but she really likes snacks because she also has this like snack one.
Why did I buy that?
I don't know. Dad has it's
Was
in the
it a
chicken.
remnant?
I don't know. It's got a chicken wing or a turkey leg
Oh,
on it.
maybe it was the turkey leg.
Yeah, it's here you go. Turkey leg.
Yeah.
So we have some of these. It looks like it's got like ham and stuff on it and some avocado. It's cute. I'd say it's like kind of like a summer
Like a
picnic.
picnic.
Yeah. Um, and then just because, we don't have enough ramen in our lives,
Jaylee's favorite food is noodles, in case nobody knew that.
I like this one. It's got like the shrimp and mushrooms and like kind of all the accoutrements you put on ramen. So these are all in our shop. Nothing has sold out unless it's sold out in the past hour we've been podcasting. Um, I haven't finished these yet, but I will. These are like seed packets. This is a yarn cozy that's just unfinished, so I need to do that.
Did I pick that?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't even remember that. Oh, Nick picked that.
And then raccoons, because Chaley is deathly afraid of raccoons. She can leap like 30 feet in the air when she thinks there's a raccoon. So these are all in the shop. I have more though, but wait, these are just the ones that my sister requested. Um, and I'm on break in a week or so, so there's plenty of time for me to sew. So you can order away. I am considering doing a couple sales in the shop. There's always some codes floating about on the internet. Etsy secret sauce. If you put items in your cart and then you wait like 2 days, if the shop has set up codes, they'll give you a code to get 10% off to get you to come back and order stuff.
Oh, nice.
If you're ordering stuff on Etsy, not just my shop, but if you're ordering stuff on Etsy, put stuff in your cart, sit on it for a few days and see if the shop owner has coupon codes for you. So there's these hot dogs.
Oh, I think I have that already.
We do. We just haven't sewed through. There's this one of a kind Golden State Warriors one.
Oh,
I have no idea where it came from.
I bought that because it was a remnant.
So I think we only had enough for one. So one of a kind. It is
Limited edition.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Ayo.
So we have two of these
Go happy
lovely
Taylor Bowl, as my colleague says.
of these lovely Super Bowl ones, which obviously you can't get today, but football is a thing that happens every year. Um,
Good observation.
Burgers, exciting burgers. Chili always gets food ones. We
Love
have, I don't know
food.
where Dad got these, but these are sewing machine ones, which is cute.
He's
If
so
you're,
funny. When he was shopping, he'd had to like send us pictures for approvals of the fabrics.
we have hot dogs in project bag version.
But like
Oh,
literal dogs. Like it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah,
it's
they're dogs.
hot
They're dogs.
dog. Like woof, woof.
Good, thank you, Charlie. We've restocked our Sassy Wizard of Oz. I had these over the summer and sold out super fast. And this is so not Kansas. Or you promised us real things. Um, oh, it ticks. Listen, right? No heart, all hollow. So it's Sassy Wizard of Oz. Um, we also have these cute like California bags. They're
Yeah.
super similar to like the New Mexico ones that I had. And they say things like San Francisco or Joshua Tree National Park, Redwood Forest, Lake Tahoe, Beverly Hills, Sacramento, Yosemite, all those different things. So that'd be cute, especially if you're doing the Bay Area yarn crawl. That'd be
Ooh,
cute.
yes.
We do still have the hockey bags for the Bay Area yarn crawl. Um, Pucks and Pearls event. Y'all, we've sold 60 tickets.
Let's go.
I thought I was going to struggle to sell 10. My students are so impressed. They're like, wait, 60 people want to come to this event and you don't know any of them? And I'm like, I know like 10 of them. But yes, so it's going to be super fun. Daniel and I have been working hard making the gifts for everyone. You get little I guess they're kind of like door prizes. And then we're working on our raffle baskets. So it should be a super fun time. There will obviously probably be project bags in them. Then we also have this really cute, like, I want to say like cottage witch vibe. It's got like mushrooms and a
Oh,
turtle.
mushrooms are very in. Have you noticed that? Everything is mushrooms.
I have. This is my favorite of them all. This is like jar flowers. So I like it. I think it's like perfect for springtime. And then we have big bags of all the same colors. So some of them are more like this cottage witch one I think looks better in a big bag. And then the California one, Wizard of Oz, hot dog. So we got a lot in the shop right now. Um, so I don't know, like or favorite the shop so then you can find out when we post new things. And
She does a sale.
yes, and my schedule for the shop is it usually gets posted right before we do a podcast so that I've got new stuff for the podcast to talk to y'all about. Because that's when we do our best sales. Because my sister's a good hype woman.
Oh,
Even though she's
limited edition.
but it's been great. We've done really well with the shop. It's been super fun and it allows us to sew things and get bags, but then not have a ridiculous amount of remnants.
Yeah. We're gonna have Dad still has heck of scraps. Maybe we'll have to make something out of it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the scraps because they're all so eclectic.
We, yeah, we might have enough to do a food one though.
We do. We have a lot of food because we like food. But check out the Etsy shop for all of the new bags. If you desperately love one of the fabrics that Chaley showed but isn't in bag form, you can email us and then I'll put it aside for you and make
Yeah,
a
there's a
custom.
lot because I still have the ones from the previous one that I haven't sent home with Dad yet.
Yeah, there's a lot. We know Joanne is in a weird flux place.
Oh, plus there's that like discount fabric place in Anaheim that I'm gonna make Dad go with me too.
Very fun, very fun, very fun. So we got a lot going on. I do have a pattern coming out on Monday, which is tomorrow. Um, the it's
You do.
it's the collaboration with Thought to Thread. They're my brown socks. They're called knitwood socks, like knotwood, but knitwood. They're knitwood socks. Follow our social medias to check it out. I think you've seen them on the podcast before. Do we have any plans for what's coming up, Jay?
I had a bad week.
We've had kind of a bad run because I had my thing the week before.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a rough time for us over here, but we are moving forward. I think what do I have? Next weekend I go to Six Flags, and then I'm realizing the week after that I go to Disneyland, which is not great considering Chaylee's current state. I'm sure I'll be fine. Um, I was in a car accident earlier this week. I'm fine. I was rear-ended, but like I had some back pain, but I think I'm okay now. But you know, roller coasters, perfect.
Yeah,
Um,
good plan, good plan.
so yeah, but I'm pretty sure I did some research. I think I can bring my knitting into Disney. Um, and they said to like put needle stoppers on though. Was like what I was reading on like the Reddit and other posts in terms of that. Like I know lots of people bring it into like a lot of the posts I was seeing were like it's okay to bring it to Disney World. So I assume Disneyland has similar rules. So I think it'll be okay. And then
You know
that's
where you might look, Jay, is you should. It's a lot of scrolling backwards, but I think Nitty Natty went to Disneyland, and I think she brought her knitting too.
oh, that's true. I'll probably be it'll be fine. I'm not that worried. Um, yeah, I think that's all I've got coming up. Not really any big like knitting plans or anything.
No, we're considering maybe trying to make this like yarn of a month a thing, like Felichi February, March. We've been kicking around like Malabrigo March or Mad Tosh March, but we don't know if we have enough yarn.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that maybe I would table that for this year, and maybe that's my challenge for next year.
Oh, how's your century going?
Well, it's going. I'm not I did better with the getting rid of the yarn because I donated a lot to your door prize or your prizes for your hockey thing. So I'm ahead in terms of like the skeins out, which is good because little Rhiney over here used like Nunzo yarn, so that didn't help me at all.
So bitter
Um,
last night.
I was like, I like went and I measured. I'm like, if it's under 50 grams, it'll count as out. I used a 36 grams for that thing. So now I'm stuck with it. And it's
I gotta
not
make some
enough to make
socks.
anything big, huh?
I'm gonna make some socks with it.
I know, but I still have a whole second skein of it too. So I know. Cause like I thought it was gonna use more. So it's fine. I'm doing good on the projects. I have 3 projects done and we're like, like a third of the way through the month. So that should be okay. I feel like once this is done, I'll feel better. Because then I'll have like the socks and the socks go really quickly. And then I need to make another little guy, for little person. Um, but yeah, I'll be okay. It'll be okay. How you doing with your challenges?
I did my muscle burra a month already for this month. Don't know how I'm gonna make the gnome thing happen.
Are you gonna make it out of your Felici?
Maybe
You could make a Valentine gnome.
I could. I'm kind of like over gnomes right now, but it's not the gnome's fault. It's the fact that I had to sew 400 squares together for my I'm just tired of sewing. I'm like, if I wanted to sew, I would. I also don't like hand sewing. Like, it's not a thing that I like to do. That's why I sew on my machine. Because honestly, I don't see very well, and I do most of my crafting by feel.
She also goes really fast on her sewing machine. Like it doesn't have to go at that speed, but it always does.
I do everything like fast.
Really full throttle. There is no like first gear situation.
No, no.
So, well, we'll have to figure out how we're going to do the next podcast because that's when mom and dad are here. But I could probably just make them sit in the living room while I podcast with you.
Yeah,
Um,
because I definitely can't do the next weekend because
right.
you're here and it
I'm with
opens.
you.
Yeah, but I won't have time.
Okay, we'll sort it out between us. You'll get a video of some sort from one of us. But thank you so much for watching and check out the Etsy shop. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.